So in this video, we're going to set up a free after program for service and show you how this works. So the first thing we're doing is we're going to settings, and then we're going to come over here to invoicing and go to our setup free after. Now all we're doing is giving this a name and then how many of these they have to have before they get a free one. So in this case, you can see oil change is set to 1, which means they're going to pay for an oil change and then they're going to get a free oil change. And so here's tire rotation. Once they do it 4 times, they'll get the 5th one for free. So this quantity, and this note up here at the top explains it, but this quantity is how many of them they have to pay for before they get a free one. Once you get that set up, the next step is to actually start using it. And to do that, we're going to go to invoicing. We're going to come down here to service, create a new service ticket. We'll use the current contact. I'm just going to add a unit in here. We're going to add a job, and we're just going to say that it's an oil change, but you can really name it anything you want. I'm going to say that we're going to bill them for 1 hour, but this is the important part, is that right here, I want to make sure that I set this as a free after program. And so I'm going to say this is part of the oil change free after program. And so we're going to save this, and just to speed this up, I'm going to go ahead and complete it. You can see here that it actually has a total on the job because they're going to pay for this one. We're going to tell it to pay. It's automatically selected the payment. We're going to go ahead and tell it that they paid cash, process it. And now we're going to do it again. We're going to say new service ticket. If you remember, this one was free after 1. So we're going to add a unit. We'll add that same unit. We'll add a job. We'll just again type in oil change. Put in whatever. We're going to bill for an hour, but this time we're going to tell it that it's part of the free after program of oil change. Now what's going to happen this time is when we save the job, you can see there are no totals for that job because this one is free. And so the total on the invoice is free. The only trick here is that when you pay the invoice, because the invoice has we got to go back over here. I need to complete the job. So now it's actually completed, and now we're going to pay the invoice. You'll notice that because the total is 0, Lizzie did not automatically select it because she doesn't know that you're totally finished. And so in this case we are, so we're going to manually select that 0 invoice, and then we're going to tell it to process. And so that resets the free after program, and then the customer will start paying again. And then once they meet that quantity that you had selected in settings, the next one will be free again.